Usually will be either a fall. Okay, so when someone falls, their bone breaks, or external force. Okay, so something has hit you to a point where your bone has either cracked or completely broken. So most of the time it will be things like road traffic accidents. People usually get a lot of fractures, falling from a height, you are kwa ladder, umeanguka chini. If it is a child, they were playing on the stairs and then they fell all the way down, so they are going to get a fractures. And remember, fractures are usually common in small children and elderly. Yeah, because their bones tend to break. Yes.
And you know, I was coming to that point of the age and the age factor, because one time I was interacting with someone and they said that the older people are easily susceptible or are susceptible, of course, to fractures. Then why, unajua mtu atanguka tu kidogo hivi, anasema ankle imepasuka, knee imepasuka katikati. Why is it so easier for them? And for children, I understand it's easier for them to heal faster, but why is it hard for the elderly to heal faster?
To heal faster. Now, for children, it is easier for them to heal very fast because we say as their bones are developing, remember when they are born, their bones are usually more of cartilage. So cartilage it bends very easily, so even the healing is very easy. But for the elderly, it is very easy for them to break because remember, as you age, your calcium inaendanga iki reduce. Yeah. So for an elderly person, when they fall, it is very easy for them to break the bone. It's a condition known as osteoporosis. Yes.
I was looking at, you know, we have different types of fractures. Maybe if you can explain it to us. We have green stick, comminuted, is it how it's called? And the compound, in simple terms, of course, for the benefit of our viewer and for me as well. How would you explain it?
Now, green stick fracture is usually just a crack. Okay, so this one is very common in, again, the young people and the elderly. The children and the elderly, they get a lot of green stick fracture. Why? Because their calcium is not a lot. So anytime the bone gets any type of force, it just cracks. Okay. Now, compound fracture is whereby the bone has broken so severely to a point where there are small bits. Okay, so there are small bits of the bone. And then now for the comminuted fracture, it is whereby there is a crack on the bone, but the bone has not detached. Okay, so if ni hapa imevunjika, there's going to be a crack, lakini mfupa haija, it's not out of place. Yes.
Which ones are most common, say with road accidents, for instance? And do we experience more fractures with road accidents or falls?
Most of the time it is road accident because a fall, unless it is a severe fall from a height, most of the time it's not going to lead to a fracture because remember, your bone is hard. Okay, so it takes a lot of force for you to break this bone. So most of the time it is going to be a road traffic accident. But again, I repeat, in children, the young ones and the elderly, wale wazee, even a small fall can lead to a fracture. Yeah, it might seem exaggerated, but again, we have said that they do not have a lot of calcium deposit in their bones, meaning their bones are very brittle. So hata ile kuanguka ile kidogo, enye wewe kama mtu mzima, you will fall and you will wake up and walk. For them, it is very tricky. Yeah, so we can say that children and the elderly ones, mostly it will be falls. But for us, wale tuko hapo katikati, most of the time it is either a road traffic accident or falling from a height.
All right. So you've shown us how to handle a fracture on the arm. Show us how to handle one on the ankle and then on the knee as well.
On the knee as well. Okay. Now, before we go down there, I have showed you one type of sling, which is what we call an elevation sling. Okay. Now, there's another one that is called an arm sling. Okay. So an arm sling is whereby my casualty's arm is going to be at a 90-degree angle. Okay. So for the elevation sling, this one that